All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another live training with Wolf and Rabbit Inc. I am Ren Lopa, and we made it to another Thursday. Oh, yeah, we did it. We did it. I'm so excited to see you guys today. And as you're coming on or as you're watching the replay, go ahead and comment and tell me where you're watching from. I always love seeing all the different states and all of the different countries of people who are growing their salons, getting lots of new clients out here in our industry. So today we are talking all about how to be yourself online. And this is exciting because I'm sure you guys have noticed there's a big wave of energy around this. I think that we've all kind of hit a wall with perfectly curated everything and having everything totally filtered. And I think we're all craving a little bit more authenticity in our own feeds. And then as business owners, we're kind of feeling that pressure too of like, I know that I don't just want to be posting hair photos. I know that I don't want to be doing like these cheesy one-liner captions, but I don't really know how to be myself. I don't know how to feel like myself is shining through on my account. So today we are going to be talking all about that. So this training today is for you if you routinely feel like you're living a double life. Okay, so you have your online life and then you have your IRL life, right? So you feel like you're living this double life and you're having trouble getting them to kind of like marry each other. This is for you if you find yourself kind of copying and pasting someone else's words, phrases, or energy. So maybe you have a few hair mentors that you look up to on Instagram that you kind of are inspired by their work and you're kind of bringing that into what you're doing. And it's good, it's working, but because it isn't your voice, it doesn't always feel exactly right. This training is for you if you type out a whole entire caption just to erase it and write the words like summer hair with like a sun emoji, okay? We've all been there. If you feel burnt out by hearing everyone say or post the same exact thing, and this is for you if you know that you're different, but you're really having a hard time finding your voice. So you are in the completely right place if that's how you're feeling. And by the end of this training, I'm going to help you make the one mindset shift that's holding you back, help you better define who you even are, right? That would help. How can I be myself if I don't even know who I am or what I'm trying to be? And then you're also going to leave with a homework assignment so that you can make your very first authentic post tonight. Okay? So let's totally dive right in. So many of us understand the importance of social media in our business. I mean, it's no secret this has totally changed the industry. We've been talking about this so much. And I think that because we understand how important it is, we can kind of get into our head about it. And we kind of feel like maybe we could mess it up. Like, we don't want to mess it up. We kind of want to do it perfect. Like, this is our baby. We want it to be bomb. We don't want to look stupid or do something too off of the wall, especially when we look around on Instagram and we see everybody kind of doing the same thing. It's intimidating to think about like, oh, I'm going to post about this, but nobody else talks about this, so never mind, because what will my peers think about me? Or what if I'm just crazy? Another thing that we can start to do is like, it keeps us safe to not talk about things because nobody can challenge us. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever felt like that, where you're like, well, if I don't share my tips on keeping your hair from getting frizzy, then nobody can tell me that my tips are wrong. Or nobody will know if I'm using this product in a way that maybe they don't use that product. Like, we can kind of just get in our head. Maybe I'm not even as smart as I think I am. Like, who am I to show up and give this advice online, or who am I to show up and act like I know everything? Like, I don't. So I think we just get in our head. Like, we are really, really overthinking this whole thing. And so naturally we could clam up a little bit. And I feel like this industry is full of misfits and rebels. It's full of all of us who felt like we wanted something untraditional and artistic and creative. And yet, often we are totally stifling those voices when it comes to how we're showing up on our Instagram pages or how we're representing ourselves online. And I know it doesn't feel good because I talk to many of you on a regular basis. And what I usually just hear is like, I just don't know. And then Instagram becomes this negative thing because you're not actually doing what you were born to do, which is express and create. So I hope that in this training today, you're going to walk away with some super practical tips on how to really get out of your head. So where we're going to start is kind of shifting our mindset a little bit, okay? So just like I was talking about, we understand the importance that having a great reputation, having a great brand is online. But because we know that importance, we can kind of overthink it. We want it to be perfect. We're scared of totally messing it up. We're scared of looking stupid. We're scared of being judged by our peers. And really, it's mostly about our peers. I feel like it's rarely about our clients judging us. It's really just like, what will my peers think about me? Like, oh my God. So here's some really good news. Your Instagram isn't about you at all. And that might sound weird at first, but let this really soak in, okay? It isn't about you. Just like this live stream isn't about me. If I was sitting here being like, what will they think of me? Will they like me? Do they like my hair? Will they, if I made it about me in my head, I would crumble. But because I'm here and I'm like, it's about you, there are a couple of you here live right now. And it's like, I'm here for you because you're here because you must need what I have to share with you. So it's like, we have to take that pressure off ourselves. It isn't about us. It is about our client. So when we can show up with that servant heart, when we can show up with the desire to give, what can I give? How can I help someone today? We can automatically start feeling better because it's like, it isn't about me. It isn't about what my peers think about me at all. It's about the woman who finds the post that I wrote and has a better freaking hair day, or the person who sees my profile and finally feels seen and understood and makes that appointment. It's really understanding that people are better when you are showing up authentically, because you might be the only voice that's been able to help them understand something so important in their life. And if you want to take this beyond the services that you do, think about the heart level that we serve our clients at. I mean, we are therapists sometimes, we are life coaches sometimes, and your voice might be the voice that they needed to hear to have some breakthrough in their life or leave a toxic relationship. So when we show up with this energy of like, okay, if I look silly, if I feel embarrassed, if I make a mistake and say the wrong thing, it's okay, because it isn't about me and what I look like. It's about the people that I'm showing up for. So let's go ahead and really work on rewiring our mindset to be like that. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're really going to get clear on who we are. So sometimes, we're like, okay, I want to be more myself online, but it's like really hard to figure out who that is or what that looks like. Like, that sounds very broad. Like, we are all very complex human beings. We have many skills, many sides to our personalities. So it's like, what does it really even mean to show up authentically? So I'm going to help you kind of define that within your company and then within your clients that you're really working to attract. Because showing up authentically online is important for us and our soul and feeling like we're giving our work our all, but it's also really important to potential clients who see us and our ability to grow our business. If it's not about growing and feeling good, then what are we doing? So who are you? So what I want you to do is I really want you to take a moment and define your core values. Okay. If you Google this, you can find some general templates around this. If you want to check out ours, you can go to our website. It's wolfandrabbitmarketing.com and then click on About Us, and you'll see we have like 10 core values that we listed. Just for example, our first core value is to do no harm. So, like everything that we do, we're going to do it and make sure that it causes no harm to anybody and it actually makes people's lives better. So any new project we take on, any new clients we work with, we have to make sure they're, do no harm. We want to make the world better. So that's an example. The next thing that I want you to think about is really defining the 3 things that make you different from your local competitors in the area. Understanding, I don't want you sitting stalking your competitors and like being mean to yourself or something or getting really in your head about it, but it's really important to understand how other people are talking about themselves so that you can really emphasize the parts of you that are different and that mean the most to you. So write out the 3 things that make you different. I mean, really think about it. What do your clients constantly compliment you on? That maybe wouldn't even be the number one thing that would come to your mind. Like, just think about these things. What makes you different? And then the last piece is going to be really listing out the qualities of your dream client. So I want to give you guys an example of this. This week, I was working with an amazing salon owner in Michigan, and we were working on outlining her dream client so that we could create her content calendar, right? And it could be easy and effortless for her, which I love doing. And so she started talking about her dream client, and like literally her eyes were lighting up and she was getting so excited. And so her dream client was somebody rebellious and bold, like this woman who is like still soft and feminine, but is like adventurous and wild and like challenges the status quo. And what that can translate to is maybe vivids or short, like very statement type haircuts. So it's this woman, this like amazing, bold woman. And yet, when I looked at her Instagram after asking her this and walking her through this, I didn't see any of this energy and spunk and passion, like anywhere. Her Instagram could have been for anybody. So when you're thinking about who your dream client is, this is important because you want your page to really capture her. And when you're talking to a badass woman, if you're talking, if that's who you're trying to talk to, then talk to her. Talk and write your captions as if you were talking directly to that dream client. Because how you would talk to somebody rebellious and bold and like a misfit is totally different than somebody who is very, let's say, natural and loves lived in color and just wearing their natural wave and isn't going to style and isn't into trends but has like their signature look. That is 2 totally different women and 2 totally different energies. So defining your values and what sets you apart and your dream client, this is really going to help you start to see like, oh, I love rebellious women, but I'm not communicating that at all, even in my energy that I'm bringing. Even in the photos of myself that I'm posting, I'm not showing my own wild spirit. So really think about this as like the basis for how to show up and be yourself. So just a side note, when we think about being ourselves, there's obviously a line about you don't want to overshare maybe personal issues or health issues or relationship issues. You don't necessarily want to overshare about the stress of your business on your business page. Like that is really a place for your clients, like we've been talking about. So make sure that when you're being authentic, you're being the best you. So or being even like the okayest you to the best you, like no pressure on being the best, but we don't want to say I'm going to be authentic and then be our most like immature, unevolved, like emotional, dramatic self. Would that be authentic? Yeah, but is that kind of losing the spirit of what we're trying to do? Absolutely. So take that authenticity and really bring it to life in terms of who are you as a businesswoman? Who are you as somebody who's coming into the community and bringing a business to make the community better, and go from there. All right, so this last piece is a homework assignment. So what I would love for you to do to start exploring this world of being more authentic online is I want you to create a post. And this post might be a little different for you because you might be mostly focusing on portfolio work. You might be posting products and all of that. But today, I want you to do a photo of yourself, okay? So this can be a selfie. It can be a photo someone else took of you. It can be edited. You can have rainbows added in it or sun streaks, or it can be a perfect, warm, neutral filter, or it can just be totally raw and unedited. Whatever feels like you and your brand to you, okay? So like trust your intuition with that. But in this post, I want you to take some time to say 4 things, okay? So this is going to be a little longer post, which you might not be used to, but just bear with me. So the first thing I want you to say is I want you to just express gratitude. So an example of this might just be, thank you for taking the time to follow me and engage with my posts. Here's why it means the world to me, okay? And now we're going to get a little bit vulnerable. I would love for you to share why you got into this industry. What is your passion and purpose behind even joining the beauty industry? Maybe it was so that you could have freedom in your career. Maybe it was because you knew the impact that being a hairstylist has on someone's, confidence and ability to show up well in their world. So go ahead and share this. Then I would love for you to share your dream for your business. This can look like, I want to go from having my own suite to my own salon one day. I want to build a business that changes the financial future of my family. Whatever is your authentic dream. And then lastly, I want you to share that you're inspired, like share somebody who inspires you. So this could be a client. This could be another hairstylist. This could be a mentor. But share someone who inspires you. So it would sound like, I'm inspired by the women who ... and then you could talk about that. So just one more time, you're going to say, thank you for taking the time to follow me and engage with my posts. Here's why it means the world to me. You're going to share why you got into this industry. So I got into this industry because. You're going to share your dream or your big picture. So my dream for my business is, and then lastly, you're going to share some almost like acknowledgement for other people. So I'm inspired by the women who, or by somebody specific. So as you can tell, this is a post that is still related to your business. So it's still about the industry. It's about your passion. It's about your entrepreneurial spirit. But it is also vulnerable. A lot of these questions touch on very heart-centered things. I mean, when we think about our big dreams for our business, or we think about what financial freedom could mean to us, or that amazing euphoric feeling of seeing our clients like fall in love with themselves. I mean, this is like the stuff that dreams are made of. Like this is the honeypot, you know? Being vulnerable builds connection and it builds loyalty. And when we practice vulnerability in a safe way, like these questions aren't going to take you to a scary place. These questions aren't going to be controversial or anything like that. So, like, they're very safe. But just practicing vulnerability in that way, I believe will really help you tap into, oh, this is my voice. This is what I'm here to do. This is the business that I dreamed of making. This is the woman that I wanted to be in my city when I started this whole thing. And it will feel, well, obviously, like you're being yourself, but it'll also show your followers who you really are beyond summer hair with a sun emoji. It'll help people really see you as a person and a soul versus just a business or just another hairstylist in the area. So I hope that you really will take the time to write this post. If you do, please DM it to me. I would love to cheer you on and just celebrate you and talk to you about what came up for you. You can also tag me if you want to, but if you don't follow us on Instagram, it is at Wolf and Rabbit Inc. And I would love to be your friend on there and root for you as you embark on this new journey of fully being yourself online. Thank you guys so much for coming. And leave me a comment and tell me what you think about all of this. Do you feel like it's easy for you to be vulnerable and show up on Instagram? Do you feel like you struggle with this? Let's talk about it in the comments. All right. Bye, everybody.